Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday morning. It's a wonderful sunny day outside. Puts me in the mood to talk about weddings. One of my favourite things, and when the sun's shining, it makes you think of love and happiness. And what better way to celebrate love and happiness than with a firework display, which you're going to watch behind me, which we did on Saturday night, and it was pretty good, even though I do say so myself. What I wanted to do here was just go over the very basics of a wedding booking process and the frequently asked questions we have associated with weddings. I did one of these about 5 years ago, but a few things have changed, most notably having watched the old video. I've now got grey hair. It's amazing what happens to you when you run your own business, but there we go. So, the booking process. If we've done a display for the venue in the past, then there's no issue with regard to land permissions, no issue with regard to risk assessments or site plans or what have you, because it's already been done. If it's a new venue and we've never fired there before, then we need to do a site visit, we need to chat to literally the landowners, we need their permission. Most important, we must have their permission to fire on their land. The law states that fireworks can be set off any day of the year up to 11 o'clock at night. On certain nights we can fire later, so bonfire night, New Year's Eve, Diwali, Chinese New Year, and there are a few other specific dates where you can go till midnight and then 1 o'clock in the morning. But for most wedding things, it's before 11 o'clock, which is fine. Even tonight, we could fire at 11:45. It's not completely pitch black, but it is dark enough to do a firework display. That's why I've queued this one up. As you can see, the camera's extremely good and the human eye is extremely good. So we're in twilight, it's not pitch black, but you can still see, you can see the fireworks perfectly well. You can certainly hear them, you can hear the music, you still get all the atmosphere, so it's not an issue. So the next question's always about weather. If it's raining very, very heavily, that's not an issue. We're waterproof and we always make sure that we waterproof the fireworks. So rain isn't an issue. If you've got 3 foot of snow, you're not getting married because you can't get to the venue. The only real issue we can ever have is wind. If we have a howling gale blowing towards the crowd from the fireworks, then we have to maybe edit or adjust the fireworks that we set off or do something completely different. We can always try and set some fireworks off and do something. We might adjust and adapt the display on the night because of the weather conditions, but there's only been one time ever we've actually had to not fire a display, and that was because we had 70-mile-an-hour winds. And the issue wasn't the fireworks themselves, the issue was the crowd. Having people outside in winds of that level with big dresses, I'm sure you can imagine, everybody just agreed it was safest not to do the fireworks because going outside was actually risky. It was that bad. And that's one event in 20 years, so we've got a pretty good success rate on that one. So that's one we didn't do out of, don't know, I think we've probably done 250, 300 displays. So you're less than 1%. And particularly if you're getting married through summer, the chances of a huge storm, very, very slim. So don't worry about the weather. Your weather will be fine. Deposits and payments, 30%, or I should say a third, is due when you book the display. A third is due in between 3 and 6 months out from the wedding, and then a third is due a month out from the wedding. You must pay the balance in advance of the wedding, otherwise you do not have a firework display. Do we do monthly payments? Yes, but we'd rather not, is the straight and honest answer. What we'd rather do is give you a 10% discount if you pay the whole lot in advance. So let's say you're getting married in June 2027 and we agree on a £2,000 budget. We're doing a £2,000 display, but you're in a position to pay it now. We'll knock 200 quid off and we'll do it for 1,800 quid. Is there a discount for cash? No, there isn't a discount for cash for obvious reasons. But believe it or not, cash is now more difficult to deal with than a digital transfer, because paying by a card, we pay 1-2% on the card machine. You actually now have to pay cash into a business bank account. Would you believe that? So is there a discount for cash? Absolutely not. So that's cash, that's weather, that's booking, what happens on the day, in advance. So having booked a display, all our quiet displays now, they have to come with music. We will not do a quiet firework display anymore without music, purely because music enhances a quiet display. With a quiet display, you can't go bang, 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 finale, wow, lovely, lovely, lovely. You have to enhance the display with the music. What you're watching in the background now is a quiet display. I have turned the sound off. These are not silent fireworks, I must stress, they are quiet fireworks, but it's a quiet display. I did literally at the weekend. So if you're booking in advance, then obviously booking in advance, you come into the shop and we sit down, we have coffee, we have some biscuits, and we chat about the music that you want. You decide on the music. You've got your choice of anything. Please not Sky Full of Stars by Coldplay, because I've done it 7 million times, but it's He Who Pays the Piper Calls the Tune. Whatever you wish, we will do. If anybody wants Jump by Van Halen, I will give them an automatic 10% discount, and I would be more than happy to do that. We also do the fountain packages, which you can see on our website. You can see the photographs. So we do static shots just for you. It's just for the married couple. We don't want a big audience. We just want you, close proximity, stage effects, and we do beautiful photos, which can be done by your photographer, or we can photograph them as well. So that's the weather, the payment, the booking process. I think that pretty much sums it up. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you very much for watching, and I very much hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.